Welcome back, you guys, for week 8 of my NFL weekly picks for the 2017-2018 NFL season. TJ Harman for you on YouTube, _Brown on Twitter. Before I get with my week 8 picks, let's recap the week that it was and week number 7 and what you need to know. Here we go. The number 1 team in the NFL are the Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Palmer breaks his arm in London. We also learned that the Kansas City Chiefs are not that invincible as they lost 2 straight games, this time to the Oakland Raiders, in a game that was weird, wacky, and crazy, and no one expected the Raiders to show out and show up in that game. 2 winless teams in the NFL being the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers, both at 0-7. And also, 3 teams in the NFL this week scored blowouts, low down teams from years past against higher teams from years past. The Cardinals 33-0 loses to the Rams in London. The Los Angeles Chargers 21-0 over the Denver Broncos. Broncos are still winless on the road, but pretty well at home. And it was the Jacksonville Jaguars on the road shutting out the Colts 27-0 without their running back of Leonard Fournette. Blake Bortles is becoming this king in Indy, and Andrew Luck, we just don't know where he's going to go. He's just out of luck. That's the week that it was in week 7. Let's recap my video picks. I went 2-1 straight up, 2-1 against the spread. Unfortunately, I'm still goose eggs at 0-3. Told you to take the Kansas City Chiefs to beat the Raiders. Of course, that did not happen. Told you to take them in that game to go under 47 points. That didn't happen. It went over 61 points. And +3 turned out no go for me. Second game, New Orleans Saints. I told you to defeat the Green Bay Packers. That worked out fine as they beat them 26-17. Brett Hundley, not much of a go in that game against the Saints. Drew Brees just keep on doing it for this team. The Saints now are 4-2 and pretty much have a commanding lead in the NFC South. I told you to take over 48 points. That didn't do nothing for them this week. So it turned out to be under. And in the game that we just got finished watching, the Philadelphia Eagles, I told you to take to beat the Washington Redskins. I didn't think it would be a blowout, but it turned out just that as they beat the Redskins 34-24. Carson Wentz, unbelievable. 17 for 25, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Great for the Eagles, and I'd be surprised if he will be the offensive NFC Player of the Week. Trust me, I see that coming. And he threw 2 touchdown passes to rookies. Matt Holland, 64 yards. Corey Clement in the end zone, about 6 or 7 yards, touchdown. And of course, he gave one to Aguilar, an escape for 3rd down play, unbelievable. And also Zach Ertz with a slant, skip to my darling, into the end zone. So great for the Eagles to get the win. Unfortunately, I told you to pick that Eagles and Redskins to go under 48.5 points. They went sky high. And, of course, the Eagles beat the Redskins. But overall, this week, I went 13-2 straight up. 8-6-1 against the spread with that push coming to the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. So with that, let's get week 8 on the road.
Are you listening? Damn.
The first game we're going to look at against the spread in week 8 is the London game between the 5-2 Minnesota Vikings and the 0-7 Cleveland Browns. The Vikings are 8-point favorites in London, and indeed, I'm not even going to say nothing more about this game. The Vikings have won 3 in a row, and they're doing it all without the likes of Sam Bradford and Stephon Diggs. And I think Diggs is probably not even going to play this week as well. Bradford, I think this knee injury he had could be considered a life career-threatening injury for him. But neither said, there's really nothing more to talk about. Case Keenum is just becoming this comeback quarterback that he was. He was a joke a few years back, but now he is stepping up to being a leader. Teddy Bridgewater, he did practice, but still not ready to play yet. Likely he may see action in week 10, maybe week 11. We'll just have to wait and see what Minnesota will do by then. It's not even going to be a small price to pay for this game. I'm not even going to say nothing more about this game. Minnesota in London. Blowout is going to be the third blowout game in NFL this season in London. Like the Saints blew out the Dolphins, and then the Jaguars blew out the Ravens in the first game of the London game, and expect this to be a blowout as Minnesota beats up Cleveland in just ass whooping style. So Minnesota -8 in London against the Browns. The second game we're going to look at is the game, another winless team, the 0-7 San Francisco 49ers, coming to face my 6-1 Philadelphia Eagles. Believe it or not, the Eagles are favored by 13 points in this game. Is that a little bit too much? I don't think so. You gotta think, the San Francisco 49ers at home were blown out by the Dallas Cowboys 40-10. That's a 30-point blowout. So if the Cowboys can blow them out by 30 points, do the Eagles have 50 points in Philly? I kind of think something like that is going to happen. Could be between 40, could be between some. I think they're going to try to match the Dallas Cowboys touchdown scoring in that game. If you can score 4 touchdowns against the Redskins, I think they can score more. I see 5, maybe 6 touchdown passes to Carson Wentz in this game. And don't be surprised, this could be a trap game too. But folks, let me know what you think. Do the Eagles win by 13 points or more? Let's look at it this way. San Francisco really does not have nobody right now. Brian Hoyer, who is the quarterback, he's not playing. They got this C.J. Bennett, whoever he is, beat nuts. I don't know what he is, but he couldn't do anything with that Dallas Cowboy defense and offense. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Jason Witten, that's Brian. They really poured it on to that shameless 49ers team, and I really don't think nothing more can be said about that. Pierre Garçon not even going to be a show. He's going to play, but just like the Redskins got popped by Eagles, the Eagles going to pop the 49ers before their big game against the Broncos before their bye. I'm taking you to take the Eagles -13 at home over the San Francisco 49ers. Third game we're going to look at against the spread is the 3-4 Los Angeles Chargers traveling to Gillette Stadium to face the 5-2 New England Patriots. The Patriots are 7-point favorites at home. Both teams have won 3 in a row after the Chargers have lost 4 games in a row. They've won 3 games in a row, and New England coming off a big win against the Atlanta Falcons, 23-7 in a fog-like type of game that the Falcons really didn't have it in for Tom Brady and company. I didn't even look at the highlights because I knew they would win, but I didn't think it would be a complete blowout in Gillette Stadium. So this is probably going to be another blowout. Might be a close game, but a 7-point favorite, it's a small price to pay. Phillip Rivers, I see throwing 2 picks. Melvin Gordon, who did play, he's expected to play in this game as well. So, yeah, take New England all day in Gillette Stadium, -7 over the Chargers. Now, my over-unders. Let's take you back to the Vikings and the Browns game in London. Total points for that game is 37.5 points. Cleveland is shitty right now, and Minnesota, they have done pretty good in the over-unders this season. This could be an under game. Don't be surprised because Cleveland did play it tough against the Tennessee Titans on Sunday, but lost in the battle of field goals, 12-9, especially one in overtime. And they could play them tough. I don't see them winning this game at all, but 37.5 points is not that much. Keep it under 37.5, Minnesota and Cleveland. Second game, the 49ers and the Eagles in Philadelphia. There is no over-under right now, but if the Eagles can score 34 points one week and then score 28 points the second week before, I do see something like maybe over-under, maybe 41.5 points, maybe 42. The Eagles scoring at least 30 plus points in this game, probably being right there, Dallas Cowboys. So, if I were to be over/under, I tell you to take it under 45 points. Under 45 points for the Eagles and the 49ers. The third game, the Chargers and the Patriots, 12th game for that point is 48. Both teams are not doing good over/under this week, over this season. Of course, New England finally did get points this season because before then they were 0-6. First win came from the, believe it or not, the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday Night Football. So that game between New England and the Chargers, 48 points. Let's keep it under 48 points because Rivers and Brady's going to get it on edge of the stadium. Straight up, no ifs, ands, or buts. Minnesota all day in London. Second game, Philly all day right here in Philly at the Link. And the third game, New England all day, edge of that stadium over the Chargers. Those are my picks. Here are the rest of my Week 8 picks. Check it out for yourself and let me know what you think.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, guys, that will wrap it up for my Week 8 edition of my NFL Weekly Picks for the 2017-2018 NFL season. I'm TJ Harman here on YouTube, over at _Rail on Twitter. If this is your first time on my channel, please click that subscribe button. Come back each and every week for more picks, more predictions, and more fun. Shoutouts go to all my YouTube prognosticators. Good luck with your picks as well, you guys, and all that you do this week. If you want to check out our Facebook page, the link in the description is down below. Check us out on our YouTube Prognosticators page on Facebook. We talk about fantasy picks. We also talk about the injuries, parlay plays, as well as some upset picks. So far, I got a couple upset picks. What's your upset pick this week? It's looking like not going to be a whole lot of upsets compared to the other 3 games. Don't forget, Week 9 probably going to end up being like Week 3 and Week 6. Stay tuned on that. Speed recovery to Jason Peters. You are the man and still will be the man even if you don't play anymore in your career. Also, congratulations to David Akers. He finally made it to the Hall of Fame for the Philadelphia Eagles in the game Monday night. Let's keep it going, Eagles. Let's make it 6 in a row with the 49ers. Guys, I'll see you right back here next week for Week 9. Till then, I'll see you guys